In modern music, you have Lil Wayne bothered that he didn't get the Super Bowl halftime show. That goes to Kendrick Lamar. Drake seems to still be suffering from the losses to Kendrick Lamar. Listen to Drake here during the broadcast. He was shouting. People were reading his lips, and he was saying to DeMar DeRozan. Drake is a Toronto Raptors ambassador. DeRozan's one of the most popular Raptors ever. But DeRozan was in some of Kendrick Lamar's stuff, Stugotz. So Drake was going after him, called him the P word, said get out of here, and was doing this on the broadcast as well.
Absolutely spectacular, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're playing this goof tonight, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, we're going to take the break. You're going to stay with us.
I bet you are, huh?
Yeah.
I've had enough vodka soda grapefruits. It's time to take a break, huh? Hey, by the way, put the camera on Jessie Reyes. She looks 20 million out of 10 tonight. Let's get a camera shot of her. Forget these clowns.
Jesse, we have a...
Oh, yeah. Let's get a shot of her. Look at that. Wowzers. Wowzers. An absolute national treasure right there.
101.92. Jack and I.
Holy smokes.
Speaking of national treasure.
Yes, if you ever put a DeRozan banner up, I'll go up there and pull it down myself. That's the answer to your question. Is that what you're going to ask?
No. I didn't mention
well, you know, DeRozan and Kyle.
Yeah, well,
and
shout out to Kyle.
The statues are next.
Well,
yeah,
they are. Drake, thank you for joining us in the fourth quarter.
I'm getting cut.
You're not. You're not.
Let's come back to Jesse one more time.
Jemele, before I get your thoughts on this, let's just get to Rosen real quick. He was asked about this, the idea of tearing down his banners. He sounds like Stugotz, saying that if Dwayne Wade played for anyone outside of Miami, he would never allow him to have a statue.
Was I wrong? I mean,
yes, you were wrong. You didn't do anything to prevent the statue. Let's see what it is that DeRozan
I mean, Lawrence
said.
Fishburne got a statue. Dwayne Wade's still waiting. I mean,
let's see what DeRozan had to say.
Drake said, if you ever put up the DeRozan banner up, I'll go up there and put it down myself. What's your reaction to that?
Well, he gonna have a long way to climb to take it down. So tell him good luck.
What are your thoughts here? This is sad. This is Raptors basketball won a championship a few years ago.
Yeah, this is sad, but you know what I love about that clip? I actually hadn't heard the audio. I'd heard DeMar DeRozan's response, but I hadn't heard Drake actually on the broadcast, though I was familiar with what he said. I love how the play-by-play commentator is trying to get back to the game as he's going. He's like 101.92. It's like dude, nobody cares about that game right now. All right, just let Drake go unfiltered. But here's the problem. See, something like that doesn't actually. It's a bad look for Drake, and given the year that he's had. To me, Kendrick Lamar's greatest victory over Drake was, Drake is a very established artist. He's a successful artist. He's a popular artist. People around the world love his music. But to me, what Kendrick Lamar accomplished with Not Like Us is that he actually made Drake look corny. And it's hard to do it with somebody who's that popular, that famous, who has accomplished so much in his career. And I think the sting of that is still eating at Drake's soul at every opportunity. Now, what people need to understand is although DeMar DeRozan played for the Raptors, he is very much an LA guy. I mean, this is where he's from, Los Angeles, all right? So in the battle, who did you think he was going to choose? I mean, and he didn't, what he did was he appeared in Kendrick's video. Kendrick, another LA guy. I also tell you this as a third thing. See, people who have been around people who have fought know the people who want to fight, right? And what I will say is that it's real easy to say that stuff when you're on a microphone in a booth. And when he called, DeMar DeRozan that P word, he said it real silently under his breath. Because one thing you always got to watch is the quiet ones. DeMar DeRozan, very nice guy. I've had an opportunity to meet him socially. And nice guy, but that's one of those dudes. They say always watch the quiet ones. You don't want that smoke. You don't want none of that. That's all I gotta say. You don't want any of that. And if people are like, oh, what are you talking about? I tell you what, Google what happened when a stalker of Kim Kardashian, because DeMar DeRozan lives by Kim Kardashian, and a stalker broke into the wrong house, which was DeMar DeRozan's. Everybody Google that story. I'm going to give you a little homework.
All right, I will.
Okay? I will. All right, good. Give you that story.
I'll actually read it.
It is. Jemele is saying he is not someone to be trifled with.
That's what I'm saying. And it's not just about that story, but I've lived in LA for 6 years. I know I'm an outsider, but you live here long enough, you start to understand who people, especially in LA, who the LA guys are in LA and what they mean to certain people. So I'm going to just leave it at that.
Is that